So when we started working with DPD in sort of 2022, 2023, they were behind on the driver numbers. They needed to hire, I think it was about 1,000 more drivers than they currently had. And I think coming from a creative standpoint, it's safe to say that their adverts were lacking in a little creativity.
I think the franchise model for DPD is particularly tricky. A lot of their competitors don't have a franchise model. You can just start driving, you can go and use your own car, off you go. Franchise model for DPD, you're owning your own business, you're a franchise owner, and for a lot of people there's a barrier there because you did have to pay for your own uniform and your van before you even started work. So as well as the creative not being the best when we first started working with DPD, their attraction channels also could have been improved, and because of the franchise model, they were also limited on the channels that they could use.
So we helped DPD in the way that we help a lot of our clients. We started with research. We wanted to really understand what we could say to drivers to make them believe in DPD as a place to become a new driver, to come and deliver parcels with. And when we were doing the research, we heard from this one driver, and he absolutely loved his job. He had a real, positive attitude about it, a real, get up and go passion for what he did. And he told us that his favourite part of the day is he's driving away from the depot, van full of parcels, and he knows that for the rest of the day, it's just him and his van, and he absolutely loves it. And it was the attitude of that guy and that comment that he made that led to the idea for the whole campaign, and that whole campaign idea is the Van Do attitude. So what is the Van Do attitude? Well, for DPD, it's that idea of having that get up and go, having that passion to deliver a really good quality of service, because like I said, they are a premium delivery service. So we wanted people with, a can-do attitude, or in DPD's words, a Van Do attitude. And this concept gave them something that they could really own. It was something that they could build upon year after year to really build that brand salience in the industry, to help people understand what it means to be a DPD driver. It's not just about delivering parcels, it's about delivering parcels with a real Van Do attitude.
Well, now we know who the people are we're looking to target, what the motivators are, what propositions we have to offer. It was then where should we take that message and how should we advertise? And big part of our strategy was don't just put all of your advertising onto active media channels. It was how can we raise awareness of DPD as an employer, not as a premium carrier, but actually as a business and a franchise business to go and work for. So the different media channels that we needed to consider were about raising their employer brand profile, not just attracting drivers who are actively seeking jobs.
And this was about, showing life as a driver in a way that you wouldn't usually expect. So it wasn't just delivering parcels to doors, it was scaling a mountain to deliver a parcel to someone camping at the top of it. It was tackling the little lad in the garden and scoring a goal before dropping the parcel off at the house, or it's belting out your favourite song as if you're on stage at Glastonbury as you're driving your van around, because we just really wanted to kind of deliver that sentiment and that message of when it's you and your van and you've got a real can-do attitude about you, then this is a place that you can do some great work and have a lovely time doing it.
Because of the great creative work that we'd done that was primarily video-led, it opened up a load of brilliant media channels that we otherwise couldn't have used. So programmatic TV using Sky Ad Smart, there was programmatic social, all kinds of different things that we got to use to raise brand awareness to the right audience. And over the course of the campaign, we served millions of impressions to the right demographics of people that the research had kicked out. We had a huge click-through rate increase across all the different media channels that we use compared to where we were before.
I think one of the reasons the creative was so effective for DPD is that it was presenting, the familiar in a surprising way. We all know what the can-do attitude is, but the Van Do attitude made it unique and ownable for DPD, but also really easily understood by candidates in the market.
And personally and professionally, extremely proud of this piece of work, and so much so that it's been recognised at various awards functions across the last year, picking up awards, shortlists, you name it. So we have a very, very happy client, and we have a very, very happy team at Creed.